First stream of Shadowlands. New season of How to Mage and LFR. How are you guys liking the expansion so far? How's it going? How's it doing for you? How you liking it? I am loving it. This is exactly the sort of thing that everyone in the World of Warcraft community needed, okay? Goodbye, Battle for Azeroth. I mean, we all had our burn down the garrison parties at the end of Warlords of Draenor. We had our burn down the everything parties when Battle for Azeroth ended, okay? Everyone was done. Everyone was so done. But here we are, new expansion, so refreshing. Although the funny thing is, it's really, I pointed this out, and everyone so far has unanimously agreed with me. This is really more of a World of Warcraft Diablo expansion, if you think about it. If you look up close at it, it's, you've got Bastion, High Heavens, the Maw, the Burning Hells. You've got Maldraxxus, which is pretty much Necromancer land. Revendreth, endless castles and cathedrals for no reason. And even Ardenweald, Whimsyshire. The whole place is World of Warcraft Diablo. Oh, and Torghast, dungeon crawl, complete with breakable urns. But it's great. It's great. I mean, it really carries a lot of things that everyone just needed to have. Really solid story, really solid characters, really great content. A few more tweaks could be done to the world PvP, specifically the fact that there is practically none. And to the end game content, like Torghast. You know, get rid of the weekly cap on those ashes, please. But it's good. It's good. Today we're going to Castle Nathria. Of course. New season. How to Mage and LFR. Now, I must stress this because I did get some very misplaced hate earlier this year. And fortunately it backfired on the hater. They were trying to humiliate me over this series by saying no serious raider would ever come looking for this sham of a tutorial, and I had to reiterate, as I have reiterated multiple times over the course of this series, this is not a tutorial, this is a tongue-in-cheek entertainment series. Part entertainment, part survival guide. And of course no serious raider would come looking for any of this, because why would a serious raider be looking for videos about LFR? It's LFR. So, partly a survival guide for when you go into LFR mode, yes. And partly just a tongue-in-cheek entertainment series. We go forth, we go in, unexpected things happen, they always do. Laughs are had, screams are had, fun is had, frustrations are had, and that's what makes this a great series. And plenty of people have found this helpful. They really have found it helpful as an amateur survival guide. Thank you. You make this series worth doing. So, without further ado, let's get to the guide part where we go through what we're supposed to expect, but things may or may not happen as they give it to you in the guide. So, let's do this. There's a me! I'm not wearing red. What is this? Have I died? Have I been caught dead not wearing red? Apparently. Don't worry, it's only until I get my wings. Then I'll be right back to the red and gold, I promise. Alright, now, adventure guide, believe it or not. There are players new and old who either don't know how to use the adventure guide or don't even know that it exists. So I always point out the adventure guide. What you do is you go down here. Shift J. Shift J if you want to go by keyboard shortcut. Click this little icon here if you want to do that. Go to the Raids tab. Go to Castle Nathria. Voila! We are here. Now, for the wing that we are doing today, you will be able to find that in the group finder, in the raid finder. We're doing the Leeching vaults. This will tell you, if you mouse over it, what bosses you will be facing. So you can read up on which bosses that you will be facing, which we will do now. Let's see. The Huntsman, the Hungering Destroyer, and Lady Enerva Darkvein. So classy sounding. It's great. Alright. Huntsman. Oh, first. Let's get the flavor text, shall we? The flavor is always great. Howdy, my brother. How's the new software looking? How's the new software sounding? This is brand new software I'm using, by the way. I normally use OBS. OBS no longer works with my computer. My computer is 5 years old now. But I switched to Twitch Studio. Hopefully this is coming through all right. Is the music drowning me out? How's the audio? Looks and sounds good. Yay! Thank you! Aquilas is my MVM, most valuable moderator. He's here all the time. Like a good brother. Alright, Castle Nathria. Long has Sire Denathrius ruled the denizens of Revendreth as they harvested anima from prideful souls, but as drought and fear, his fault, gripped the Shadowlands, Denathrius revealed his true loyalties. Dun dun dun! In defiance of his former master, the noble Prince Renethal gathers his few remaining allies for a desperate mission to infiltrate Castle Nathria and remove Denathrius from power. Hashtag kill the bastard. Disaster 152. Hello! Mwah! Lovely to see you here. First Shadowland stream. Ain't it great? Alright, so that's the basic flavor text for the raid. To the bosses. Huntsman Altamore. I've heard nothing but horrible things about this guy. Sire Denathrius seldom engages in the hunts himself, but Altamore makes certain the master has the finest beasts should he ever choose to indulge. Margor, Barghast. Oh, Barghast, of course. Of course they named it Barghast. Anyone who knows stuff about Tolkien and anyone furthermore who knows stuff about the European lore he drew from, yeah, you know what Barghast is referring to. And Hecutus has been trained longer than most beasts have existed, and each is ready to deliver the huntsman's wrath to any in his domain. Overview. Altamore commands the hunting Gargon of Castle Nathria. Each hound possesses unique abilities and shares health with Altamore. Oh, that's great! When a Gargon is defeated, Altamore will release another. Oh, that's good. You don't have to face them all at once. Does this change in higher difficulties? Don't know, don't care. This is LFR. Damage dealers. Fellow DPS, fellow damage dealers, fellow mages. Position yourself when marked for Sin Seeker. What is Sin Seeker? Altamore marks 3 players and fires at them. Ooh, ouchie. Each bolt inflicts physical damage and additional shadow damage every 2 seconds for 30 seconds to the marked player and any players in a line. Ouchie. Utilize crowd control on Shades of Barghast. Can they get the spelling down, please? Because it's spelled one way up here and another way down here. Shades of Barghast. Barghast creates shades of itself that cast deathly roar. While under a loss of control effect, Shades of Barghast gain stacks of destabilize, increasing all damage taken by 100%. Oh, yay! That's great. Yes, utilize crowd control to apply stacks of destabilize. Nice! I wonder if that'll work with polymorph. Probably not. Position yourself when affected by Hecutus' petrifying howl. Position, position, position. If it's anything mages always have under their belts, it's positions. Petrifying Howl. Hecutus petrifies players, inflicting nature damage and reducing movement speed by 5% every second. When this effect expires... tripping over my tongue here. Hello. When this effect expires, petrified players shatter. Ow. Inflicting nature damage to players within 10 yards and creating a patch of stone shards at their location. Don't step on that. Don't. Stepping on things like that. Bad. And stay away from the petrified people. Now, Here's the thing about the adventure guide, for those of you who are new to using the adventure guide, they don't always tell you what you need to know. They don't. So you have to go to the other sections for the other roles to find out more. Believe it or not. Isn't that sneaky of them? Shame on them. Healers. Spread Shot inflicts consistent raid damage. What is Spread Shot? Altamore fires a cone of bolts at players, inflicting physical damage. Well, now we know there's a cone of something. Get out of the way. See, they didn't tell us that. They didn't tell us mages that. They told our healers that. They didn't tell us. Barghast's Rip Soul creates souls that can be healed before they reach Altamore. Rip Soul. Barghast rips out the soul of a player. Ow! Inflicting shadow damage and causing a soul to appear that drifts toward Altamore until it is healed to full. The soul's starting health is proportional to the health of the player being struck by Rip Soul. If the soul reaches Altamore, he gains Devour Soul for 30 seconds. That doesn't sound good. Crushing Stone inflicts substantial raid damage when Hecatus moves. Crushing Stone. Hecatus melee attacks increases physical damage done by 25% and reduces movement. Reduced movement is good. While moving, Hecatus sheds stacks of Crushing Stone. Ew. Shedding everywhere. Ugh. Even stone dogs shed. Ugh. And triggers Shattering Stone, inflicting nature damage to all players. Tanks. All ye who get hit in the face. Margor's Jagged Claws inflict significant physical damage and applies a potent stacking bleed effect. Oh yay! My guildie! Saffrona's online. Margor shreds his target, inflicting physical damage and an additional amount of physical damage every 3 seconds for 30 seconds. Minimize damage taken by Rip Soul and position Barghast to avoid granting Altamore Devour Soul. What is Devour Soul? They mentioned it. They didn't say what it did. Altamore consumes the player's soul, increasing all damage done by 100%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, by all means. Healers, you heal them souls, okay? You do that. Coordinate with your healers to manage Hecatus' Crushing Stone. Okay, good. We've seen what the Huntsman does. Now, the Hungering Destroyer, I believe, was next. The Devourers consume anima wherever they can find it. With drought afflicting the Shadowlands, it is no surprise that the hungriest and most dangerous of the Devourers is drawn to the abundant store of anima here in the depths of Castle Nathria. Ha ha! Of course! Overview. Over the course of the encounter, the Hungering Destroyer gains energy. Upon reaching 100 energy, the Hungering Destroyer consumes, attempting to devour all nearby life energy. Consume. The Hungering Destroyer begins to devour all nearby energy, pulling players towards its location and leeching up to, wow, that's a lot of health, and they put the comma in the wrong spot, from all players in every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. Yeah, that's a lot. That's like certain death right there. Players farther from the Hungering Destroyer have less health leeched, so get away from the thing. Damage dealers, DPS, fellow mages. Gluttonous Miasma prevents all healing received by afflicted targets, but siphons health from afflicted targets nearby allies. Hungering energies surround the target, reducing all healing received by 100% and inflicting shadow damage every 1.5 seconds for 24 seconds. In addition, the target leeches health from all allies within 5 yards every second. So, stay away from those afflicted with this gluttonous miasma. Position yourself to avoid hitting other players when targeted by volatile ejection. Let's see. The Hungering Destroyer chooses up to 2 players and unleashes a line of energy in each of their directions, inflicting shadow damage. Okay, so position yourself. Don't hit your friends. Move away from the Hungering Destroyer when it casts Consume. Yeah, we covered that Consume is bad. Gluttonous miasma, volatile ejection, consume. Same thing for healers. Tanks. Coordinate with your co-tank to manage growing hunger. With each consecutive melee attack against the same target, the damage of hungering strikes is increased by 8%. This effect stacks. When the hungering destroyer switches to a new target, growing hunger is reset. Move away from the hungering destroyer when it casts consume. So, nothing really to cover from the other two roles that all you damage dealers, all you fellow mages need to know. Lastly, Lady Inerva Darkvein. Anima fuels the Shadowlands, and Lady Inerva Darkvein seeks to unlock its mysteries. Oh. Excuse me, but have you not already? You've had literally since the beginning of existence to do this. Why do you seek something that you're supposed to have already done? Have you not been doing your job, Lady Darkvein? Villains, I don't understand them. The ones that I do, I like, but this kind of a villain, I don't. Do your fucking villainous job, please. Under Nathria's tutelage, she has learned insidious secrets to turn against his enemies. She will strip anima from Nathria's invaders and use it to shape a dark new future. Ooh. Oh, I love this music. See, this is why we're here in Oribos, because Oribos has such good music. I love it. The music in Shadowlands is so good. So good. Lady Inerva Darkvein's abilities are directly linked to the anima levels of the containers. Oh, the containers, the coffers, we're going to see those. As they rise, the efficacy of her abilities increases. Makes sense. Ah, another guildie. Not Plasmius. Hi, Plasmius. Players can lower the levels of the containers by using the anima release valves located around the play space. Play space. Not encounter area, not room, but play space. That's cute. Or don't do your villainous job. Makes my job to fight you easier. You are not wrong, brother. You are not wrong. Hey! Pie of Doom. How's my favorite pie? All right. Let's see. Play space. Play space. They seriously use the word play space. Allowing any container to reach capacity will trigger a container breach. Ooh. Container breach. The anima container bursts, inflicting shadow damage to all players. The breach continues until the container's anima level is reduced below capacity. Stay on the valves. Don't let it get full. Damage dealers, DPS, my fellow mages. Sins of the past, summoned by sin and suffering, constantly damage the nearest player until they are connected with the beams of shared suffering. What is this? Sins and suffering. Excuse me, goodness. I had some Italian sparkling water earlier. Extracts the past sins of random enemies at random locations. Sounds very random. Sins of the past continually inflict shadow damage to the nearest player until all sins of the past are linked with the beams of shared suffering. What is shared suffering? Ah! Oh, my guild is getting online tonight! Ah! There is another Zerg versus Protoss war going on in my channel chat right now for anyone who's watching this later on YouTube. It's an ongoing thing. Let's see. Aquilus is the avatar of the Protoss. Pi is pretty much avatar of the Zerg, and Braum is avatar of the Terrans, and the three of them just have at it all the time. Ah, it makes the chat so lively. I'm thirsty. Okay, shared suffering. Lady Enerva Darkvein links two targets together for 1 minute. Linked targets and any other players caught between them suffer shadow damage every half second. Wow. Looks like you gotta go play jump rope with your sins of the past, with your shared sufferer. How many of y'all want to bet no one's gonna actually do that in LFR? I think that'll take maybe 3 to 5 wipes, maybe, for people to figure it out. Of course, it has been a week since this wing has been out. I would have done it the day that it launched this episode, but I had family things and personal health things to take care of. So, I'm doing it now. So, we'll see how many have paid attention in the first week. We'll see. Serve me and I shall let you live, mortal. I can if I set up cannons just outside your base. Why would he use Tychus? He's the Protoss guy. Braum would use Tychus. Who would you use, my Protoss man? Don't tell me it would be Zera Toolbox. If any container reaches capacity, a container breach occurs. We know what the container breach is. Bottled anima will trigger a burst of unleashed volatility if not caught. We have to catch something. Bottled anima. The caster hurls out vials of bottled anima that can inflict shadow damage to all players within 4 yards of the impact. Oh, not can, will. They will inflict shadow damage to all players within 4 yards of the impact. If no players are hit by the impact, unleashed volatility occurs. What's that? Failing to catch the bottled anima before it hits the ground causes a massive explosion of shadow damage to all players. So this is one of those things where you have to take a little damage to save everyone a lot of damage. And pray that the healers are doing their job. Hey now, Zeratul has perma-stealth. Don't knock him down. How could I knock him down? Attempting to knock him down is like a suicide wish. How can you knock him down? You can't knock Zeratul down. Zeratul is unknockable. And this is why I don't like him. When you have... I mean, don't discredit him. I just gave him the biggest credit for being unknockable. When you have shared cognition... So first we have shared suffering. Now we have shared cognition. I don't think I want anyone to be cognizant of what's going on in my cognition. You take damage based off the damage the tank takes from exposed desire. Oh, exposed desires. That sounds... Oh my. Shared cognition. Damage dealt to the victim of exposed desires is copied to targets with shared cognition over 10 seconds. Exposed desires. The caster exposes the deepest desires of the target's heart, inflicting physical damage and afflicts the victim with warped desires. Wow, that's messed up. Healers. Let's see. We've heard about shared cognition. We've heard about exposed desires. We've heard about sins of the past, sin and suffering, shared suffering, and how you have to play jump rope with that. The raid continually suffers damage from loose anima in the chamber. This damage increases with each open container. They didn't tell us about that. Let's see what this is. Loose anima. The loose anima in the room afflicts shadow damage to all players every second. This damage increases with the number of open containers. Well, shit. If any container reaches capacity, container breach occurs. We heard about that. Let's see. Exposed desires. Change of heart. Ooh, make sure to trigger change of heart away from your allies. What is change of heart? Inflicts shadow damage to all enemies. Targets that are further away from the epicenter of suffer less damage. Okay. Yeah, trigger it away from your allies, please, tanks. Shared cognition, exposed desire. That's everything. All right. So, I'm going to refresh my lip shade here. I do love this shade very much. And then we will go forth and adventure while the queue is putting us with someone. It's reset day, so shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be. It can be, though. Yeah, I agree. I agree, man. Yikes. All the yikes. Okay. Let's go forth and slay. To Maldraxxus first. Now, something I want to show you. I got this in Arden World! It was great. It was great getting this. Same with this. And it flies. This flies. I took it to Orgrimmar specifically to see if it would fly. Now, we are currently... Oh. Don't forget to queue. We are currently at the Ring of Transference in Oribos. We're going to go to Maldraxxus to start with. And, see what prizes and adventures await us there.
The Arbiter sees all truths.
Okay. We need to go and mess up these guys here.
All souls
I had a very, very lovely solstice with my daughters. I gave them their solstice gifts yesterday. The day of the Great Conjunction. Who saw it? Who went outside and saw it with Jupiter and Saturn? I did. All but 2 people in my family did. Myself, my father, my daughters. We all went out. We saw it. Binoculars in hand. Hey! Cool! I hope it's a full group. Please be a full group. I'm gonna have to requeue if it's not a fresh group. Because that does happen sometimes. You end up with a group that isn't fresh. So then you have to requeue. Please be fresh. Please be fresh. Please be fresh. Fresh group. Give me fresh group. Fingers crossed. Fresh group. Fresh group. Fresh group. No bosses down. Well, so much for that. I would have to requeue anyway, so it's really just better to get a fresh group. So, I have 30 minutes until I can queue again. Right? Rest in peace. RIP. We now have 30 minutes before we can queue again. Now, bear in mind, I'm not going to do this all night. There are only so many times, maybe twice, that I'll do this before I'll just say fuck it and I'll just re-queue, but I do endeavor to get every boss on camera. So if I don't get another fresh group the next time I queue, then depending on how much time we have, I'll queue again. So that'll be 3 tries. Third try, you just go for it. You strike out, do or die. All right. Get my little mini map here. Although it hasn't been terribly helpful, this expansion, to have it, because these zones are so huge that you always have to scroll in on them anyway. They are so freaking detailed and huge. Yeah. I'm gonna go the long way instead of through the front door. Pants and Screws! Happy to see you! Yeah, it's my first stream of the Shadowlands expansion. Extra pieces. Defeat Rotgut in a pet battle. I might! It is the pet battle event, but that's mostly a player versus player thing. Oh no. Time to turn invisible. Oh, it actually worked this time. Invisibility has been failing me quite a lot lately. Even greater invisibility, and that's not supposed to happen. 3, 2, 1. Shit. Alright, fine. Wow. Okay. Let's have a snack. Before we go further, let's have a snack. I had some flasks, but flasks are expensive. Everything's expensive right now. We're still in the first couple of months of the expansion. It's ridiculous! Of course, that's because things are so much harder to find. As everything becomes abundant, then that'll change. Fuck off and leave me alone, traitors! Oh, you have a Blanchy. That reminds me, I need to
The
do
traitors from my
today's
former
Blanchety
house
Blanchy.
maintain a stronghold here. Bring them all to ruin.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a group. Come on. How am I still in combat? No, I don't want to fight for the Alliance. They just came up out of nowhere and started shooting things. It's not like they deserve my services. but if it'll get me out of combat, fine. Okay. Starting a group. There's plenty of mobs to kill. Plenty! Alright. I almost forgot my flute. Y'all get your butts over here. Oh, Borog's online. I love Borog. He's cool.
And so it ends.
I got my legendary shoulders with a grizzly icicle on them. It's funny because it affects your Frost Nova, but it's not a good piece for Frost Mages. Do not be fooled by that, by thinking that just because it affects a Frost spell that it's better for Frost Mages. It's not. It's actually better for Arcane and Fire Mages because Frost Nova is a base spell for all Mage specs. All Mage specs. So if you have an unbreakable Frost Nova, if you can do damage to something caught in your Frost Nova and it doesn't break the Nova, it stays snared, and it takes increased damage from your fire and arcane spells, then yeah, you use that, you throw down the Nova, you smash everything to bits with fire and sparkles. It's an excellent legendary for fire and arcane mages.
You have met your match.
Have I? Fire and ice.
Well fought.
They apparently have no idea who you are, Aranya. That's right, they don't. They've been dead. They've been dead, they don't know me, but they about to. Whee! Oh, you want bone armor? No, I stole your bone armor. I actually put Frost Nova in place of where Arcane Nova, Arcane Explosion, was on my hotbar for Arcane Spec, just because this legendary is just that good. If I need some fast AoE and arcane charges, I can certainly click Arcane Explosion, but I'm not gonna need it as badly as the Frost Nova. Relist.
their fate for betraying Crexus.
I
Thank you
agree.
for delivering justice.
Alright. So, I'm going back home to Bastion. I'm turning invisible and then going back home to Bastion. Forgot to switch out my weapon. Would you believe I was going around with a tank weapon for a while just because the item level was so much better than what I had? I looted a tank sword in Ardenweald, and the dagger I had currently at that time was like item level 155, 158, 150 something, and the sword was 174. So, yeah, I used it for a while, but then I picked up a staff in a world quest later, and it was a good thing because it may have been a higher item level, but that sword was like no good to me. No good to me at all. It really took my stats and my power down. But, you know, at least it racked up the numbers so that I could get something better in the world quests. Xandria! Xandria is my paragon. My fellow Kyrians, who's your paragon? They've got 5 to choose from. I suppose Devos counts, maybe. But, yeah, the temples and the paragons are very much the Bastion equivalents of the Margraves and the houses. Xandria, paragon of courage. She's my paragon. The mightiest gladiators have fallen to your hand. In doing so, you have shown that we, too, will defend the Shadowlands if necessary. Let this be a lesson to them. How'd I do? How's my Xandria impression?
And Bastion.
Let's see. I remember back in Vanilla, my brother-in-law ran around with the Meteor Shard as his main hand because of all the aggro he could generate due to the insane attack speed. People would yell at him for tanking with a dagger, and he would challenge them to take aggro from him. Right? It's all about the stats. It is all about the stats. No one should give a shit what kind of weapon it is, but it's all about the stats. All about the stats. This is why I still use staff weapons, even though I don't like it, because stats. I prefer a sword, which is why I will frequently transmog to Fellow Malorn. But I'm okay with this staff. This staff is cool. I got it in another, I got this during a previous season of How to Mage in LFR. This staff. This was during the Dazaralor season, when we were doing How to Mage in LFR in Dazaralor, the battle for Dazaralor. This is the Phoenix Fire staff from that. At least I think it. Yep, Phoenix Fire. Phoenix Fire staff from the Battle of Dazaralor. And I got it on an episode of How to Mage in LFR. How cool is that? And you get great loot. Memorable loot. Let's see what I got in the box. Incantation of Swiftness. Not bad. It's a good escape attempt, but it really depends on personal style. I do use invisibility to escape a lot, but I don't really feel the particular need to get away that much faster when there are other conduits I could be using. Like the one that heals you while you're inside Ice Block. Yes. Yes, I need that so much. I was so happy to get it. Slapped that on there. What else have I got here? Just junk? Junk. I got junk. Glad to see you're doing good. I need to run, be safe, and hugs to your munchkins. Thank you, Pins and Screws. Thank you so much. bot just reminded me. I am talking about a new thing that I've gotten affiliated with. You can probably see it on the bottom right corner of my overlay. Very happy to join the Lunarly family. I am a big fan of Lunarly and their products and services. Love it all to bits. There is a huge panel dedicated entirely to just going and clicking that link to go see what Lunarly is about. If you go and click that panel on my channel, then for up to 10 days, those cookies will be on you. And you can send a nice little commission my way at checkout. I only get 6% of it, though. But nonetheless, you know, money is money. So, where shall we go? Where shall we go in Bastion now? Could get some cloth, more anima, gold, reputation, anima, instructor's divine bell, trinket. That's such a low item level. I don't need that trinket. I don't need that trinket. What's the rest of the Shadowlands have? I was just in Maldraxxus, but yeah. Anima. Ooh, a staff. Useless item level to me, though. Ravendreth. Ooh, world boss in Ravendreth, yes! Ring, useless. Anima. Frost conduit, useless. More anima. Fish. Though I do need to go see old Blanchy. Ardenweald. What's happening in Ardenweald? Woo! Yeah, that's heckin' big. I may do that at some point. Excuse me, goodness. Meat for an apple pie. Yeah, okay. I'll just stick to Bastion for now. Defend Bastion! Let's go fall with style. I like that one. It's fun. I also upgraded my teleporter network, so I get to go places. I'm almost out of water. But I got a cool bottle. It's got the little pop-up top thing.
In order to fly, you must learn how to fall. Join these aspirants and give it a try.
All right. Here we go. Shum. No. Let me in. I can fly. I'm good. I'm a good girl. Let me fly. Let me fly. Let me. Let me fly! Thank you! These gold rings look cool.
You are a natural. Those aspirants could learn a thing or two from you.
Whee! Oh, something I should show you guys, particularly about the musical instrument buffs. Because this is my flute. This here is Pico. Now, there are different treasures in Bastion. One that I have yet to get is the Heavenly Drum. That's the last one I'm missing. But once you loot any of the instruments, if you were carrying one already, it disappears. It's replaced by the one you just found. I'm hanging on to the flute because it gives me an intellect buff. You are inspired by the music of Bastion. It says that for all of them. Increasing your intellect and improving your mood. It improves all of them, improve your mood, or so they say. But for 15 minutes, it gives you a different kind of buff. For one, it is speed. For one, it heals you periodically. The bell, I think that was. One increases your strength. And...
Welcome, friend.
Yeah, the bell, the chime, the flute, the gong. And after you find them, you can always come back here to switch whatever instrument you are carrying, whichever one you want, from Pico. So you don't lose them, they just go away. And you can always come back here to the Seat of Eternal Hymns, talk to Pico, and Pico will give you back whatever instrument you are looking for. Oh. Hi, I'm streaming. Let's see. Okay, so. Weep. I'm also a little hungry, but I came prepared. Sam's Choice Organic Vegan Protein Broth, because I am a pescatarian. What is a pescatarian? Many have asked me. Basically, it's the same thing as a vegetarian or a vegan, but you can eat meat from fish and seafood and crustaceans, aquatic crustaceans. Oh, don't you say the bothering thing. People are like that. They're like, okay, I won't bother you. Stop talking about yourself like you bother me. No. Just because someone's preoccupied doesn't mean they're bothered. I'm being the aggressive psychologist here. Self-talk. Keep it positive. I love the stewards. They're so cute. There we go. Cute little owl men's playing their cute little owl songs. It's so cute. It's so freaking cute. I want to keep them forever. Do 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 do. Okay. Next quest. Really? Acrobatic steward. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, the steward's golden chest. Yeah, that resets every week too, by the way. It's a weekly thing. Let's see. 2 anima. Useless trinket. Crafting stuff. 4 anima. Ooh, yes. Oh, and I need to finish that quest down there at the Temple of Stuff. Temple of Stuff. Okay, so anima, gold, crafting, stuff. Yeah, we'll do the anima ones. Because I need anima. Where is the anima gate? Got 3 minutes until I can queue again. There's the anima gate. Hello. Might as well just go to Hero's Rest. There's minor gates all around Hero's Rest that puts you at various parts of Bastion. This one would be the closest, I think. Hope Crusher, war mode off. Yeah, there's really no incentive to put war mode on. I mean, there's a couple of achievements about it, I think. But there's things that they had in beta that they did not put live, and it's really, excuse me, gutted the casual PvP experience. Pretty much everything just has to be through the Finder and through rated, and it's no fun. Legion had the right idea with the different zones and the different world quests. Battle for Azeroth, that was badly done, but the call to arms every week, that was fun. That was well done. If you could get the call to arms from Battle for Azeroth and the world quests and open world zones from Legion and just do that every expansion, that would be so fun and so good and so great. I would be such a happy mage. Also, make the brawls weekly, every week. Enough with this every other week bullshit, please. I say this because I want more. Blizzard, more. Give me more. Okay.
You will be purified.
I'm already pure. I'm not.
The Forsworn have all but destroyed the legacy of this place. Seek out any writings you may find, so we may preserve them.
Forgotten memoranda. I can do that. I am told that writing things down grants one the ability to reflect and distance themselves from their problems. Let me see. It's true. I'll even screenshot that because it's true. I have done this as both someone who used to be a moody teenager with a journal at the back of her school binder, and as someone who is a psychology student. This works. It absolutely works. It is a completely valid self-therapy technique. And it also takes different forms now. Today, I again attempted the Rite of Purity. My soul bind reassured me that I was ready. I felt strong at first, but then I succumbed, as I always do.
Forsworn, protect me.
But yeah, you can write in a journal, you can type in all kinds of different apps and journal stuff. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your computer. You can keep a self video blog where you just make these videos and no one sees them but you. You can do that. Like, you don't even upload them to YouTube. You just keep them. These little clips of how I'm doing. A record for myself. You. I need to fry you. And you.
An intruder! Leave us be!
No calling for help.
My memories give me purpose!
This is true. Memories give us purpose.
Failed.
This is why Carestia is rethinking the whole no memories thing. Spoiler alert if you haven't played through the Spires of Ascension dungeon yet. I actually had to tell my man Stu that there. Because I was like, Bastion's where it's at. And he's like, except for the no memories part. And I'm like, nope, they're changing that. Hallelujah. Why am I aggroed? I didn't even do anything. I did nothing. I am innocent. Oh. My debuff is off, so back in the queue we go. Let's hope it's a full group this time. Will they sing my song? I don't know. Let's go down the path. See if we can find any writings down here. Yes! Actually, there's something I need to do first. Why am I so terrible at this? It all makes perfect sense when Clea explains it, but when it comes time to act, I seem to forget all that I have learned. Aw, poor Pelagos. Sometimes I worry I will never ascend. I will be sent back to Oribos, and the Arbiter will peer at my soul and blank. Not in line of sight? Oh, please. Did that forsworn sneeze at me? Yes, you were misled. Look at that, the cat is swimming in the air. You get a buff from bathing in the perfect, pure, heavenly waters of Bastion, by the way. Wait, I'm not alone in this. I have Clea, after all. Like she says, I get a little better each time. Someday I will overcome. Someday. Aw, see? Writing things down helps to put things in perspective sometimes. Aha. The last memoranda.
How curious. The archives are blessed to obtain such a recording. Thank you for your efforts.
Okay, I am going to hearth back to Elysian Hold, and then I will be right back with you lovely people. Hey guys, I'm back. Let me get chat back up on the phone here. It all seems to have gone away. Oh, nope. It all stayed. Screen just went black. Okay. Who's that standing next to me? They look great. That's an awesome outfit. That is an awesome outfit. I love being on an RP server. Such great outfits. Such great characters. Great outfits, great characters, great people. There was a masquerade ball event the night of the solstice that I didn't get to go to because I was busy spending that sacred night with my daughters. No regrets, but that's just to give you one idea of the many really cool... Oh, don't you AFK on me, girl. Of the many really cool events that go on this server. It's great. Okay. Now we queue. And hope we get a fresh group. Fresh group, fresh group. We need a fresh group. Start at the very beginning, because that's where I need to start. Let's see. Would it be longer to go to... Yeah, it would be longer to go to Listen Hold, so I will go from Sage Haven. You always have to look at how many points between how many straight lines there are. Yay! Okay. Fresh group, fresh group. Please put me at the beginning. Put me at the beginning. Put me at the beginning. At the beginning, the beginning, the beginning. Come on. Fresh, brand new, shiny group. Please. Please, please, please. Please. Come on, you other two DPS. Come the fuck on. Let's see, let's get repairs while I still can.
I hope some of these can be of use.
Well, they can, dear. Please let it be a fresh group. Please, 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 please. Put me at the beginning. Come on. Please. Please, please, please. Yes!
Too easy to breach the castle doors. Our former
knows
master
time
is
is
daring us
against
to
us.
venture deeper into his
With every
stronghold.
passing moment, the jailer's power grows. The flow of anima into the maw must be stopped.
Be on your guard, mortals. Nathria has the advantage here. He will use all his guile to thwart us.
Indeed he shall. Alright guys, here it is. Here we go! How to Mage in Castle Nathria. Stinky feed hauler? What? Why are we hurting all the stinky feed haulers? They're stinky and they're feed haulers, but they didn't do anything to us.
I don't have a target.
What do you call that that thing in front of you? I'm not a target. I need a target. I don't have a target. Shut up. Do your job.
The kennels house the Master's hunting pack. It keeps the beasts starved for flesh. Put an end to the Hound Master's cruelty, so we can advance to the lower levels of the castle.
Did Matthew Mercer voice Draven through a modulator? It sounds kind of like him. Ah! Damn it! Haha, thank you. Oh.
Your
Fear? Fear. Sure, it's fear you smell, not your stinky gargans. Yep. Lipstick's coming off for this. When I need those snacks, I'm gonna need full devouring capacity. Yes. All right, we got the buffet. We got the soul well. We got it all. Huge bag of Cheetos. Snack of winners.
Tried to be an accommodating host, but you simply will not die. Time to throw all pretense aside and just kill you all.
The hunt begins.
Well, so far so good. No one's blown time warp on the first boss first pull.
Margot, make them bleed.
I'm already bleeding. Bleeding inside.
This boat has your name on it. Nothing escapes my sight. Margot, make them bleed. Nothing escapes my sight.
I
Your
need to
death
target something
will
first.
not be as quick. Barghast, come. Nothing escapes my sight.
It's too far away.
Barghast, rend their souls. has your name on it.
Flesh turns to ash.
If I lose the chat, I'm sorry. I am trying to stay alive.
Barghast!
Ouch.
Rend their souls.
That did not go well.
My pets will enjoy. This boat has your name on it.
Whoop. Two for one. Buffet and soul food. Gotta love it when people argue in the raid chat. So one bad thing about Cheetos. You gotta get all the Cheeto dust off.
I'm out of range.
Margor, make them bleed. This boat has your name on it. I have enough boats. Margor, make them bleed. Nothing escapes my sight. Margor, make them bleed.
I need to get closer.
Ouch.
This boat has your name on it. Barghast, come. Barghast! Rend their souls. Nothing escapes my sights. Nothing escapes my sights. This bolt has your name on it. Escapes my sights. Nothing escapes my sights. Barghast! Rend their souls.
It's too far away.
This bolt has your name on it. You killed my favorite!
Well, now we know which one's his favorite. Did not mean to go forward.
Hecutus, shut up!
Hecutus. His name is Hecutus. He's not very cute, is he?
This bolt has your name on it.
I'm out of range.
Hecutus, Shutterbones! I have enough bones for everyone. Hecutus, Shutterbones!
I need to get closer.
I have enough bones for everyone. This bolt has your name on it. Hecutus, Shutterbones! Don't rush us! No! This bolt has your name on it. I have enough bones for everyone. This bolt has your name on it.
Ta-da!
You are the Alpha. No.
See, extinguished soul anima. Huh. Not terrible.
A fitting end to that wretch.
The passage is down here, mortals.
The way ahead will be fraught with danger, but we must reach those anima stores.
Rat of unusual size. Who else got the Princess Bride reference in that?
never tasted so bitter.
I need a target. I need to target something first.
A devourer. Here. The largest of its kind I have seen.
The beast seeks to sate its endless hunger upon the stores of anima below. Dispatch this creature before it grows even stronger.
Mortal mind, so easily manipulated.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
It has been a pleasure.
Who else has listened to the lo-fi remixes of the Zone music from Shadowlands? Revendreth was my favorite. I got some actual studying and test time done to that one. Got my little steward with me. Arathane, she's my favorite. Itchy chin tonight. Could be just dry winter skin. Yeah, it's just some dead skin. Dry winter skin. Meh. That and stress, as those in my guild know. I was actually suffering toxic stress attacks. I would get these unpredictable, violent stabbing pains to my head. I couldn't even drive myself to work. It was that bad. I had to have my dad take me, but it's lucky because we both work for the same company. We both work for the college district office, so driving me to work was the same as driving himself to work. But yeah, I had to go to the cancer center and everything just to make sure that it wasn't that.
Well done, mortals. The anima stores lie ahead.
So yeah, the good news is, it wasn't cancer. Bad news is, it was still toxic stress attacks. So I could have been hospitalized. But I've improved since working with the doctors on it. Defeat the trash.
I need a target.
Deplina. Oh, what a pun. Is nobody gonna stand in that? Is nobody gonna stand in that? Why would nobody stand in that? Why is nobody standing in that? Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. Shame on your family. Shame on your cows. Shame and dishonor. Anyone want gluttonous spike? No, it's a strength trinket. I don't need it.
I need to target something first.
Holy shit.
falls alongside this ragged band of mortals. Pathetic.
Nathria has betrayed Revendreth by unleashing this anima into the maw. Surely even a sycophant like you can see that.
Is a bold new future about to unfold. A future with no place for traitors like you!
Alright, we doing this? Whoa! Putting all the instructions at once. Yes, we're ready. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I will rend your souls!
Well, looks like we're going.
Destruction reigns! I will enjoy wrenching the sin from you.
That's my evening alarm.
Sin consumes your heart.
Can y'all stop dragging your lines across me?
Destruction reigns. Your fates are linked.
They're going like ring around the orb thing.
The ground shatters. I will crush your heart.
That sounds painful. Heart crushing. Accuser, no!
I'm out of range.
I will crush your heart. Your fates are linked.
I don't have a target.
Ah, damn it. Well, maybe if they'd gotten the beams right, I wouldn't be dead. Oh well. It's looking pretty straightforward. I don't think anyone's gonna... Oh, nope, nope. Nope, they're being idiots. They're being idiots about the beams. This could go badly. Oh, thank you. Thank you for fixing your error. Oh, thanks.
Your sin's torment will last forever.
I'm rooted. Well, shit.
Destruction reigns.
Thank you to the healer who decided I was battle res worthy. That was nice.
Sire,
Yay!
I have failed you.
Alright, what do we got? Anima. Nothing but anima. That's fine. Hello, accuser. Whew. That's a heck ton of coffers. That is a heck ton of coffers. Looks like the misty red that we're looking at could be, Oh, no. The room is sealed by other means. Good deal.
Here, mortals. I know a passage that leads back to the antechamber.
Really? Well, that's nice. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much. That was shockingly good time in the queue. Shockingly lucky. The past handful of seasons of this series, we weren't so lucky. Battle for Azeroth was really full of very, very bad, shitty queues. So, I'm very glad that it worked out all right. Take in the scenery, take in the victory. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all for enjoying. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I had a great time. Next episode will be, hopefully, when the next wing of Castle Nathria opens. By that time, it'll probably... When does it open? Let's see. Next wing. Okay, yeah. Good. Yeah, next wing opens. I will still not be back in school yet. University, college doesn't start classes again until the weekend of the 16th. So, for wing 2, I will absolutely be able to come home from work and entertain you all with the next episode of How to Mage in LFR. After the 16th, though, it's all going to depend on my school and that schedule and stuff. So for wings 3, 4... Yeah, 3 and 4 is all going to depend on getting school stuff done, not just coming home from work. But I will do my damnedest to make it work. So, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for staying with me. Next stream will be, I don't know what, I don't know when. I'm trying my best to relax, enjoy the holidays. Whew. And I hope you all have some wonderful holidays this week. Mwah. And until next time, get fat, loot, stay on the point, be excellent to each other. Bye-bye.